Welcome back to ELH4x4 doing stuff, combating obsolescence part 4. We're going to go around and prep, well, seal the surface, the window frame with some Pour 15. We already metal prepped it. We're going to tape off the channel area where the windshield rests up against the frame, and then we're going to apply the Pour 15. But I'm going to go around and clean up this area right here and get that ready for the coating. So come on along. All right, so I'm going to hit this area with a little air grinder, you know, the Rolex sandpaper disc. You know, I wanted to knock down this surface here so there wouldn't be any areas that would lift the windshield up, like, you know, originally wasn't even bonded to this part of the frame anyway. All right, let's get it set up for the air grinder. Metal prep. I'm just going to do the top one. I'm not going to worry about the bottom one. There's a lot of factory adhesive on there, so I'm just going to tape the part. Once it cures, I'm going to paint from here down with just like some regular paint, and then we'll do the Pour 15 coating on top of the metal prep, but I'll tape off this area all the way around, and that way I'm leaving bare metal, but I mean, it's not really bare. It has the metal prep over it. That way, if I have a window installer or I decide to do it myself, I'll put the primer right on the bare surface. Excuse me. All right. So I'm going to hit this up with some acetone. I guess we can hit everything, wipe everything down, since we got two anyway. Alright, we just let that dry. Hit it up with some black. I mean, we could leave it just like it is because nobody's going to see it. It's going to be underneath the windshield. And we do have it coated. Right, because the whole purpose of this is we are combating the obsolescence. It's wonderful how you find out a new term and you just continue to use it. Alright, it looks like I left some sealant in the deep recesses. So there's a lot of information out there about, you know, the thickness of the damming tape and using spacers. You know, and The original windshield is thicker than a replacement one, so you use a 3/8 on the original windshield and 5/8 on the new windshields. But what we're going to do is we're going to make our own little blocks, set the windshield on there, and then see what the trim looks like when the reveal from the trim. So and what I want to do is I'm going to vacuum, blow all that down, vacuum that out. That way, if it does get a little bit windy, it's not blowing the particles up on the coating and whatnot. So, all right, that's what we got to do. All right. Well, something came up. I got to step away from this for a little bit. And then, yeah, my battery's at 5%, but I want to show you something. I started using these in the winter time because the blue ones were dying, because I got a 9, the Hero 9 Black, and the blue batteries were dying at like 37% when it was cold, and then they really wouldn't make it down to 27%. It would just shut off. Right now I am at 5% in the red on these white batteries. So I know a lot of dudes were complaining about when stuff gets cold or the batteries don't last, like it doesn't give you a lot of, you know, use or whatever. These things are pretty cool. All right, we're gonna tape off the contact area. I guess you could use thinner tape. There it is. I like hiding stuff on myself. So I'm going to leave about a 1/4 inch area away from the very edge. For the sealing surface of the adhesive. I guess I can cut this off because I want to coat the just the area where the windshield is going. That was incorrect. I don't want to coat where the windshield is going to contact the frame. Right, I'll show you the finished product. All right, so this is what I got. All right, just leave a little strip and enough for the damming tape. All right, the damming tape's going to go on the edge, the inner edge of the windshield. So now all we got to do is just get the pour 15 and put a nice little coat around everything. So pour 15 recommends that you put it in a separate container. That way the brush doesn't contaminate the rest of the stuff, right? Whoa. Wow. And I just bought a pint. So that's going to be more than enough for what I need. All right. All right, so we got our coating on. And just the little areas that had surface rust, this, I'm not doing the whole thing, right, inside and out, because it's not rusted. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this area, the heavily rusted areas, and you know, so 1 pint was more than enough to get this done. But I got stuff I got to do, so I'll be back. All right, so this is what we got. Okay, not bad. We're going to peel the tape. Still a little bit tacky, but that's all right. The coating is good where I want it. Where you guys were looking. Probably at my back pocket. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. Just take the tape off. Alright, this is what we got. Alright, a nice little edge for the windshield adhesive to bond to. And then I can get rid of the whatever this stuff is. I don't need this taped up anymore. I'm done painting, done coating, and I'm getting pour 15 on the paint, which is wonderful. But I got some clay bar and some cleaner that'll take that paint right off. can worry about the other stuff when I take the gloves off. But now I can at least drive it around. Meaning pull it in and out of the driveway without having the stuff flare up and get in the way. Anyway, now all we really got to do is get the windshield, get some foam spacers, and do some test fitting. There we are.